Hi everyone, welcome back to Indo Lingo. My name is Amy Budrikis and I'm a PhD candidate in Linguistics at UWA. In episode 2, we're going to be talking about how Google Translate works and why it might not be a great idea to use it. So Google Translate is an online translation tool that uses statistical probability to translate words and phrases from one language into another. Basically, Google Translate compares the translation of lots and lots of documents in two languages to work out the probability of a word or phrase in one language being translated to a word or phrase in another language. For example, Google Translate can take the phrase raining cats and dogs in English and can compare it with lots of translations in another language and know that it's not literally translating raining canines and felines, but that it means raining heavily and will pick up the appropriate phrase in the other language. A lot of language learners are really tempted to use Google Translate, but here are 3 reasons why it might not give you the translation you want. Reason number 1, Google Translate doesn't know the context of what you're saying, so it doesn't know what kind of formality to translate your phrase into. For example, Indonesian has the 3 words gue, aku, and saya, and they all mean I. But gue is quite informal, saya is very formal, and aku is semi-formal. If we type the word I into Google Translate, it will usually give us back the word saya, but this might be a lot more formal than we want to be. Reason number 2 is adalah. So this is an Indonesian word that means something is something else, but it's very rarely used, and yet Google Translate frequently gives it back as a translation. So it's a dead giveaway if you've got adalah through your writing or your speech. And reason number 3 is that words don't always have one-to-one translations across languages. So for example, in Indonesian we have nasi, which means cooked rice, and beras, which means uncooked rice. Whereas in English we would just say rice. So if we put rice into Google Translate, it will probably give us nasi because this is the most frequent one, but it might not be the one we want. These are 3 reasons why Google Translate doesn't always work. In our next episode, we'll talk about how you can use Google Translate effectively. Thanks for watching everyone! You can like, comment on and share our video, or subscribe to the channel below. And don't forget, the best way to learn a language is to use it. Out! So what it actually does is it takes 2 documents. Oh, it's quite complicated to explain. And know that it's not literally translating raining canines and felines, but that it means raining heavily and will pick up the appropriate phrase in the other language.